I see a lot of defensive mispositioning on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and I hope this video can help. So when the game starts, the usual holding spot for a team is right up here, and that's okay, but it's how the team handles that afterwards. Teams usually stay up here too long. When that payload gets to right about there, I usually see team members jump down and start fighting. And it's not all the team members all the time. It's usually only a few. And those team members usually get wiped, putting your team at a ginormous disadvantage. What you should do is when you're up here and the payload gets to a right there, your team should start running back all the way to here. Right here, your team gets enormous advantages. Continuing from where you just were. Right here, you have the high ground right there. You have high ground over there, and it's really strong. If the enemy comes through this way, it's a small funnel, and it's a lot easier to hit enemies. If they come through that way, you'll most likely see them coming through here anyway, so you'll know their position, and it's really strong in that sense. What I usually see is teams down here, holding from all the way up here, you give the enemy high ground, and it's a really bad position. Not only the high ground advantage you get, but you also get the spawn advantage. Spawn advantage really helps in a really long fight where the enemy team has to keep coming back to fight you when your spawn's just right through that door, but theirs is all the way back there. The next positioning mistake I see is right here. Teams usually like to stay right here and try to kill them when they walk through the doors. The problem with this, however, is that enemy carries can go all the way up there, and you automatically lose high ground. An argument can be made for high ground up here, but it's very difficult for supports to heal you from up here. A Lucio would have to choose between healing his tanks or his carries. A Mercy would have to have a head poked out. Same with Zenyatta, so it's just not a strong high ground position to hold if you're going to hold with these two doors. Also, if you're right here and the enemy team has really strong AoE ultimates, then it's extremely condensed. Genji's Dragon Blade could almost hit this entire area alone, let alone a Pharah ultimate, Zarya, etc. I highly recommend holding in this area right here. Your DPS have high ground right here, and it's really easy for your supports to heal them as well. Here, even though it's a small high ground, it's still high ground if your DPS are on the ground, or even for your tanks, a D.Va or a Zarya for example. It's a much more open area, so it's much harder for the enemies to get their AoE ultimates onto you in this area. Not only this, but as the enemies are running towards you from over here or whatnot, you can keep poking them down and charging your ultimates. On that same subject, they have a very long run to get all the way back here if the payload's right here or right here for example. They have to go through this bomb looking thing, all of these containers. It's very difficult for Reinhardt's and Zaryas to get through that. Not difficult, but it's time consuming. All you have to do is walk through this doorway and a staircase to get back to where you need to be. Final holding position is right here, but everyone holds here, and that's great. It is really good that everyone holds here. In the games I play in, you really don't see many people finishing the payload push right here because this is a strong holding spot like the other two. You have high ground right here, you have high ground over there, you have the enemy has to turn the corner. It's just very strong. This is what confused me before because the other positions have very strong high grounds and very strong chokeholds, but no one would ever use them. But they would always use this one, so I figured that many people didn't even recognize they were there. So that's why I'm here, making this video. If you made it to this far into the video, I thank you very much. I hope these tips can help you. Right now, I'm going to show you some footage from holding into this position right here. It was a really strong game from both teams. They were steamrolling us until I convinced my team to hold this position right here. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. They're Genji and Winston top right. Genji, Winston, and Lucio.
There's low.
We have res, we have res. We have res, we have res. We're good.
I only got 2. You gonna res that?
Oh, right when I died. Let's see, both their healers are down, be careful.
See, look at how far they have to run now. Lucio, stagger this shit. He's on the payload. Natural selection, holy shit.
I have my ult.
Lucio just died.
So take it back.
He's still dead and this team's coming. So he's pretty staggered right now. Unless they... Yo guys, back up. Too far up.
Back it up.
We have her right now.
Everything's going according to plan. Tactical visor ready
I
for
got ult already
deployment.
seen. Try to break the Rhine shield.
Get Ryan.
Get Rhine.
I'm on the Ana. Ana's dead, Ana's dead. Lucio's dead too.
He's behind.
Watch point, watch point.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Good.
Oh, Earth Shattered, whoever comes
Good
in.
switches. Good
Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.